biological pollution of water. The biological pollution of water is mainly caused due to the discharge of bio wastes. And these bio wastes may demand oxygen. Some organic substances break up into simpler substances by taking up the dissolved oxygen, and obviously some bacteria takes a very important role in the process. This is called decomposition or breaking from complex compound to simple compounds. So this type of usage of the dissolved oxygen from water makes a shortage of oxygen for aquatic life, and ultimately some harmful products are formed. These type of organic substances may be the domestic sewage and animal excreta, the waste from food processing industries, tanneries, etc. Also, the bio wastes from hospitals. These type of wastes may be oxygen demanding, and the decrease of oxygen occurs. The disease causing microorganisms. Water is a very good carrier of several microorganisms that cause the common waterborne diseases like typhoid, dysentery, cholera, and hepatitis. The microorganisms responsible for these diseases are present in the excreta of infected persons and by water. It often spreads even the epidermic occurs. The waste from hospitals carry not only microorganisms but hazardous chemicals. This type of biological pollution of water can be pointed as the oxygen demanding wastes, and two, the disease causing microorganisms. So the water pollution are made by two ways. One is chemical way and another is biological way. And these pollution of water solely effect on soil, because the chemical pollutants are ultimately absorbed by the soil, which decrease its fertility And prolonged use of some fertilizer reduce the fertility of the soil by making the soil acidic or basic. The pesticides absorbed by soil get transferred to plants and ultimately the plant eating animals. The acid rain may convert the soil into acidic form, which is unsuitable for cultivation. The harmful chemical from open garbage seep into soil through the rainwater and contaminate the groundwaters, which is a very important source of potable water. So, how can we prevent or reduce the water pollution? Firstly, the treatment of sewage. The sewage treatment plants allows only the clean water to be discharged after treatment. Number two, the treatment of industrial waste. The industrial waste can contain various harmful substances or chemicals, and in the treatment plant, these harmful chemicals, are removed and then discharged to the water resources. Again, the limited use of pesticides and fertilizers. In our modern age, the increasing demands goes towards the usage of pesticides and fertilizers in the cultivation. But nowadays, if the organic farming procedures are developed in several sectors of cultivation, then the pesticides and fertilizers may be limited. Burning of hospital wastes. The hospital wastes must be burnt with proper arrangement. The number 5, the proper disposal of dead bodies. It should not be disposed in a river or lake. It must be burnt or buried. There are some polluted rivers in our country. The number 1 is Yamuna, Ganga, Sabarmati, Damodar, Godavari, Gomati, Narmada, Betwa, and Sewage. The most of the polluted rivers in our country is Yamuna. It flows through Uttarakhand, Haryana, Delhi, UP, and merges with Ganga at Allahabad, currently Prayagraj. It is the most polluted river in our country. In Haryana, the usage of pesticides and fertilizers affect this river. And in Delhi, the 10 million people live there, and 19 drains opens at Yamuna. So Delhi is the most responsible for the pollution of Yamuna. And there are small and big industries in these states, maybe in Delhi, maybe in UP, and the garbages and wastes material from these very industries are disposed directly in Yamuna, and that is why this river is polluted. Overall, all of the polluted rivers in our country are polluted almost in such ways. So, in these states, the treatment of the industrial waste as well as the limited usage of pesticide and fertilizers must be followed strictly to reduce the pollutions in the rivers, which are actually the lifeline of our country, of several cities, of several people. That's it.